Put your drinks up! Hi guys, it's me Jonathan, and I'm sorry for being off this channel for about 3 months. I've been through some stuff, I got busy, I got lazy, and I completely forgot my channel, but I'm back now and I will be posting weekly. But as you can see, this week's video is about high school. And this is going to be a little bit longer of a video than usual. It's because I have a point to get across. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. High school is difficult and complicated. If you take high school and you look at it from the main perspective, you see cliques in these groups. There's the jocks, the theater kids, the mathletes, the anime club, the mouth breathers, the kids who don't like to do anything. There's so many groups out there. If you dissect these groups and you take them all like individually and you look at them, you get a bunch of scared teenagers. Teenagers who are afraid to speak up for themselves. Teenagers who are afraid to be themselves because of what they feel society is going to tell them. High school runs on a fear basis. It's what keeps us all cool and what keeps us all under control. But in all the fear and the harsh comments, find the people that you can relate to. You find these groups. You find these people who make you feel like you're being heard, who make you feel like there's a reason to be going to school, that there's a reason to continue going. You find these people and they make you feel like you're accepted, that you don't have to try anymore. And I feel like that's the best thing that could happen to you in high school, where you can just find yourself in these groups and you create a bond and you become family and you make memories, and you can look back at these memories in 20 years and think back, wow, this was a good experience. Half these kids in high school suffer from depression and anxiety disorders and eating disorders, and they have problems at home and they feel like they don't want to be heard, so they keep quiet and they deal with these issues and they don't tell anyone. And it gets worse and worse, and people shouldn't feel that way. People should be able to reach out if they need help. They shouldn't have to feel like they have to fend for themselves. Like I said, high school is just a bunch of confusion. I interviewed some kids at school about their high school experiences, and I hope you guys can relate to their perspective of high school.
Hi, my name is Juliet and I'm in 11th grade. Well, high school basically has been a really big lesson to me. It has nothing to do with learning anymore to me. It's more about learning how to survive and learning that not everybody is going to be there when you need them, and learning to surround yourself with the right people. Every year has been pretty different for me. My freshman year was pretty much heaven. I had so much fun. I met people that I thought would stay, and I surrounded myself with people that made me really happy. But then my sophomore year, I fell into this really bad depression, and that's when you notice who's actually really there for you. And I found myself all by myself. I didn't have a single person that was actually there for me. And I was really scared to reach out to people, and I hurt myself, and I was very unhappy with my life, and I didn't know why I was going through that at such a young age. But then it took self-power to go and talk and get help. And then junior year, basically we're in November right now, so it's been pretty fun. It definitely has been hard, nothing that I was looking forward to. It's been completely different from what I expected junior year to be, and I was very excited for high school. But at this point, I want it to be over because I want to go and live my life and not live by the rules or have my life controlled by certain tests or live my life inside this little bubble that I need to bubble in correctly, or otherwise my life is ruined for the rest of my life, and I just wanted it to be over. But as of for now, I'm a very positive person, and I look forward to just very happy moments in high school. High school sucks.
My name is Naira Garavello, and I am an 11th grader. High school itself, well, my 9th grade year, was great. I met so many new people and I made new friends. I lost some of my old ones, but I gained much more than I could ever ask for. My sophomore year was hard. It was a period where I didn't want to do anything, I didn't want to be anywhere. I existed without existing, really, mentally speaking. I was physically there, but I was never really mentally there. For not being there, mentally speaking. So, junior year has been a struggle, trying to catch up with everything and my classes. High school can be a bitch, yet it can be the most amazing time you can have, because you're learning about yourself and you're growing as a human being and as a person. I grew a lot. I know more of myself than I could ever imagine I would know 2 years ago. I know somewhat of who I am and who I want to be. It's hard whenever you're still going through all these teenagery things that happen with us in life, especially at this time. High school itself has been okay. It can be hard. You notice that you only have some people that are there for you, and that you lose a lot of people who you thought would be there for you for the rest of your life, but really you notice really who is there for you. I just repeated myself. But yeah, it's what you make of it. High school is what you make of it.
These people that I just interviewed, you can see their stories and how they experience high school through their own stories. They're both very different because, like Naira said, it's what you make of it. But I also want to include people who have gone through high school and are now living in life, and how high school helped them become who they are, and how it helps you get to where you got to be once you leave high school.
Hi, my name is Teresa. I'm 18 years old and I'm a freshman in college. I graduated high school last year, a couple months ago. So I'm supposed to talk about how high school treated me and molded me into, facing your life. High school was really different for me because I was homeschooled for 2 years. Then I moved to an entirely different state, and I started junior year. I felt like a freshman. I was literally asking sophomores to guide me to classes. It was insane, but I made amazing friends who are still friends with me now. I've lost some along the way, but that's how life is. Sometimes friends are meant to be there for a certain amount of time, and then they're lessons you learn. My junior year was by far my favorite year. It was fun, and it was just, I was myself. I wasn't worried about all this crap that just can get involved in your life. Focusing on what makes you happy is definitely the way to go. Don't conform to what everybody else wants you to be. Always be true to yourself, because when you're true to yourself, it's gonna help you a lot. Because if you're not true to yourself, and if you're who everybody wants you to be, when you leave high school, your identity is done. You lose control, and I know a lot of people who that's happened to. High school, graduating high school, I want to say, really clicked. You realize, wow, this is real life. It's not fun and games anymore. This is the beginning of the rest of my life. So I guess I just want to say, be smart in the choices you make, and don't beat yourself up for the bad decisions you make, because honestly, they make you stronger. You're your strongest when you're forced to be strong. And that's what happened to me. I'm working, and I'm focused on my future. I don't worry about what other people say or other people think of me, because I define myself. My mistakes will never define me, but I define myself, who I am. So if you're still in high school, enjoy every second of it, because honestly, if you just get past all the just irrelevant nonsense and drama and oh goodness, it could be the best time of your life. You can make lifelong friends in high school, and they're gonna be there for you in the end. I know I have a lot of friends from high school that I don't know if I would be able to survive right now without them. So yeah.
So what I got from these videos is that half these kids walk into high school not knowing who they are or what they want to be, or they find out the harsh realities of life, but they walk out with experience. They walk out with new people in their lives. They walk out with people who want them to succeed, people who want to push them to be better. So the message that I'm trying to send through this video is do not be afraid to be yourself. Because if you're not yourself, people who belong in your life can't find you. Don't be afraid to speak up. Don't be afraid to put your hand out there. Don't be afraid to stick your neck out of the crowd, because there are people who are willing to accept you for who you are. There are people who are going to love you. And all you have to do is just take that leap of faith. And I promise you, you're going to find people in your life who are going to make you feel better. So thank you guys for watching this week's episode. God bless. I love you guys.
Often, girl, I do this often. Make that pop up. Do it how I want. Often, girl, I do